All right, guys. So at this point, I made a video the other day talking about Xbox and how Xbox is completely just they're out of it at this point. Like they just want you to kind of focus on Game Pass, and that's going to be the focus from here on out. I mean, to be fair, that's been the focus for Xbox for a couple of years now, but they are definitely tripling down at this point, and they're making it all about Game Pass. Well, we got two things we got to talk about when it comes to Xbox today, because this one that you're looking at on the screen right now is probably one of the most insulting things that I've ever seen from a gamer perspective. And I'm not even an Xbox fan. So it says only PlayStation is going to get physical discs of upcoming Xbox games. Yes, you read that right. So if you are looking for physical copies of some of the upcoming Xbox games, I'm not talking about older ones. I'm talking about strictly upcoming Xbox video games. If you are looking for the physical edition, if you're a physical collector, you're not going to be able to get a physical copy of an Xbox game unless you buy it on PlayStation. That is how far we have gone in terms of Xbox caring about their player base, their consoles, whatever the case may be. They only care about Game Pass, and that is literally it. And I've been warning people that Game Pass was going to have a price increase coming soon. It was pretty obvious. I didn't have any inside information. It was just my guess that within the next year, and I said this about 6 months ago, within the next year or so, we're going to have an Xbox Game Pass price increase, because there's no way we're not. With all the games raising to $80, it was only a matter of time before Game Pass was going to follow suit. So let's get into this video, guys. But of course, before we do, special shout out to the 89,900 of you that subscribe to the channel right now. I greatly appreciate it. And the over 50% of you that are not subscribed, consider hitting that subscribe today and helping me to get to 90,000. I would greatly appreciate it. So again, this headline is super egregious in my opinion. I am not an Xbox fan at all. I don't care in the slightest. But I got to tell you, this is probably, if I was an Xbox fan, this would be like a WTF moment. Because for me, it's like, okay, if you want to skip out on physical copies, then skip out on physical copies all across the board. Everybody knows that, but the majority of gamers buy games digital anyway. Obviously, there are some hardcore physical collectors out there, and I would love to be as well. But truth be told, I'm just a PC gamer, and I've kind of gotten used to the whole digital aspect, and I trust Steam enough compared to any other platform that I know they're not going to do anything wrong for the most part regarding my products that I purchase. In terms of physical collecting, I do so with other avenues. Like I collect manga physically all the time. I don't do digital manga. I just like having the physical book. With all that being said, though, if you're not going to do physical copies, don't do it across the board. Because as an Xbox fan, I think it's extremely insulting if you go to buy a physical copy of an Xbox game and you get told, hey, it's not available on Xbox. And you ask, well, why not? And then the person says, well, it's available on PlayStation 5. That is the most insane thing that I think I've ever seen, to be honest with you. I don't even know who would make this decision, to be fair. But whatever. PlayStation users will reportedly get a disc with the physical edition of recently announced Xbox games, but Xbox is not getting the same treatment. In May, Microsoft stirred up controversy by raising the prices of games to $80 starting this holiday season, and also raised the prices of hardware effective immediately. And this is what I told people when that was announced, that Game Pass was going to get raised as well. And the simple fact is, whenever I made videos like that, and I guarantee you this video is going to get it too, I had a bunch of the Xbox fanboys in my comments telling me that there's no way that Game Pass is going to get a price increase. There's literally no way. They would fight me tooth and nail saying that Xbox would never do that because they want people to subscribe to Game Pass. And if they raise the price, then people aren't going to subscribe to Game Pass. That is not true, right? The people that are subscribed to Game Pass already will stay subscribed, most of them, even if it goes up by $3, which is probably what it's going to do. $3 to $6 is going to go up, most likely to match the $80 price increase and the hardware increase and all that stuff. It's going to go up by that amount, give or take. And most people are going to stay subscribed. And the people that unsubscribe are going to be offset by the people that do stay subscribed. Because if you take $6 and you times it by however tens of millions of subscribers, needless to say, you made your money back. But in May, again, they raised the price of the hardware and the games, and fans and developers both questioned the decisions as the Outer Worlds game director pointed blame at Xbox for the price increase, which I made a video on that. It's live on the channel right now. But Gaming Insider Charlie Intel reported the following. Recently announced announced Xbox games are only offering a disc physical version for PS5 per retailer listings. PS5 versions have discs included in the box, while Xbox versions of the same games are only including a digital code. This removes much of the incentive for Xbox users to purchase physical editions of the game. A significant appeal for physical media collectors is the ability to have permanent ownership of the product, which they don't want you to have, by the way. They don't want you to have, by the way. I want to be very clear. They don't want you to have that. Like, it's not about it. This is all about control. This has always been about control. They don't want you to have the physical copy of anything because they can't take it away from you at that point. And they can't sell it to you back down the line after they take it away from you. They don't want you to have that. But in any case, the only providing a code that remains the benefit. The decision also makes it less necessary to spend more on a disk drive version of Series X because most first-party games won't come with them. It's unclear which games this will impact, but the Outer Worlds 2 is once again in the news, and it's included. Chances are it's going to be Outer Worlds 2. That's going to be where it starts. And then if you guys remember the Xbox Showcase, all of those games that were announced there, all the AAA games that they're working on, I'm pretty sure those are going to be the same thing as well. But that's not where the story ends. We also have a rumor that's coming out about Game Pass getting the price increase. So for all the people that were claiming that I was wrong, that I was hating on Xbox, whatever, bro, I'm just telling you what I think is going to happen, because I feel like anybody with a brain can see that they were going to raise the price of Game Pass again. But in any case, Xbox Game Pass could be getting another price increase very soon. A new string of code in the xCloud website has been spotted, which suggests that the Xbox Game Pass could be seeing another price increase very soon. The string of code was spotted by X, formerly Twitter user Red Finks, who noticed that a new notification string was added called subscription price increase. Oh, God, this is crazy. This is crazy. This is going to be a beautiful thing, man. I know it's coming. I just do. I know it's coming. A lot of the Xbox people, they could be in denial, but I'm telling you right now, this shit is on the way. There is no doubt about it. You got to be crazy to think that Game Pass is not going to raise its price after the retail games have raised in price as well. Because even if they raise the price of Game Pass $3 to $6, it's still going to look like the better value compared to paying $80 for a full retail game. It's still going to do the same thing that it's supposed to do. They're absolutely going to do it. The new string leaves nothing to the imagination, as it essentially means that Xbox could be gearing up for another price increase in the very near future. Game Pass last saw its price increase by as much as 25% in July of 2024. And with Game Pass prices now on the rise, it isn't difficult to see that Game Pass will also increase too. So, I mean, it is literally here, boys. It is literally here for everybody to see. So at this point, I guess we're going to have to wait for the official confirmation. It's probably going to be in 2026. I got to be real with you. It's probably going to be in 2026. We will see. We will find out. But at this point, it's going to happen. No matter how much people try to fight this, it 100% is going to happen. So you guys can let me know in the comments down below. If you are an Xbox Game Pass subscriber, do you think that this is going to raise in price? Do you think I'm wrong? I'm okay with you telling me I'm wrong. It's not a problem. Do you think I'm wrong, or do you think I'm right? Do you think it's going to raise in price? And if you do think it's going to raise in price, how much do you think it's actually going to raise in price when it eventually lands? You can let me know in the comments down below. And special shout out to, again, all of the almost 90,000 of you that subscribe to this channel. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. And if you're not subscribed, consider hitting that subscribe button today. Thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you guys on the next one.